Well, good day. This is block style letters with open punctuation, and we have here an example of a professional looking letter. It's a block style letter. You can tell it's a block style letter because everything lines up on the left right here, and that's called block style. At the top of the letter there's some sort of a letterhead information. This is the person who's sending the letter. Now sometimes paper comes with its own letterhead already printed on it. Let's go look at an example of that. So here's one that looks like that. This person has a piece of paper that's already got her name printed on it, so she doesn't have to put her own letterhead. This is the letterhead of the paper. So let's look at a standard sized piece of paper like you might have at school. It'll look like this, and so you'll have to make your own letterhead. You'll put your name on it, your address, and some sort of return information. Usually your name's a little bit bigger and maybe even bold than the rest of the letter to draw a little attention to your name. This is your letterhead. This is the date. The date goes at about 2 inches. So if I was to click in front of January and look down here, it says I'm at about 2 inches. Now it doesn't have to be perfect. If you don't have this little symbol that says at and how many inches you are, let me click down here. You can see that it has a different number. If I click on some different place, it has a different number. If you don't have this on yours, you can just give it a right click to this status bar and you can choose vertical page position, and this is what you want checked. If yours is not checked, you'll have to check it. This is the date, and the date belongs about 2 inches from the top of the paper. You can tell you're 2 inches from the top of the paper because on the status bar it'll tell you how many inches you are. After the date there should be 3 blank lines. 1, 2, 3. 3 blank lines. In order to make 3 blank lines, if you're at the end of this 2010 or 2009, whatever date it is, enter once, enter twice, enter 3 times, enter 4 times, and you'll be on the line ready to go. To make 3 blank lines, you must enter 4 times. This part of the letter is called the inside address. It's the exact same information that would go on the envelope that the mailman would use to get it to go to the right place. The inside address. After the inside address you have a blank line followed by the salutation. This is called the salutation. Dear and whoever you're writing the letter to. After the salutation is a blank line. The blank line is then followed by the body of the letter. The body of the letter is made with paragraphs. The paragraphs are not tabbed in, they're not indented, they're nice and straight along the edge just like this. There's a blank line between each paragraph. That's called the body. After the body of the letter there's an empty blank line, followed by the complimentary close. The complimentary close might say something like sincerely yours, or maybe just sincerely. I wanted to point out that both the complimentary close and the salutation have no punctuation after them. There's no comma, there's no semicolon, there's no colon, there's no nothing. And that's called open punctuation. So this is a block style letter. It's lined up on the left, block style, and it uses open punctuation. And open punctuation means there's no punctuation after the salutation and there's no punctuation after the complimentary close. After the complimentary close there are 3 blank lines, and this is where the person who is sending the letter is going to sign their name with a pen. After you print this out, you'll hand this to the person and they're going to sign their name, and you have to give them some room to sign their name. They deserve 3 blank lines to sign their name. This is the person whose letter is being sent out. This is her letter. It's on her letterhead. There's an empty blank line followed by the typist initials. These are the initials of the person who typed the letter. Now you'd only have typist initials if you did not type the letter yourself. If you typed the letter yourself, you wouldn't use this at all. There wouldn't be any typist initials. But here's somebody whose initials are ML, must have been some sort of a secretary, who typed this letter up for Miss Twyla. Miss Twyla Winfrey asked somebody whose initials are ML, would you please type up this letter? And so that typist gets some sort of recognition. They have lowercase letters and it's just their initials, no capital letters, because we know that typists are very humble people. They don't yell, they don't try to draw attention to themselves. They're just a typist and they typed up a letter for you, and there it is. So this is a proper business letter. Let's look at some examples of business letters that are not done very well. Let's go look at this next one that I made. And can you tell what's wrong with this letter? Let's look it over for a minute. Can you see any mistakes in this letter? Well, let's click on the front of January and see, is that at 2 inches like it's supposed to be? It's 2 inches, and if it was 2.1 or if it was 1.9, that'd be okay. Is there anything wrong with this letter? Does this letter look fine? No, this letter looks terrible. Before the salutation, there should only be one blank line, not three. There's three after the date, 1, 2, 3. There's three after the complimentary close, 1, 2, 3, and there's only one everywhere else. So I got to get rid of this. Now that looks a lot better. Let's go look at the next example of a block style letter with open punctuation. Here's somebody, a student, typed up one that looks like this. Does this look right to you? Is this a proper business style, block style letter with open punctuation? No. Did you notice what's wrong with it? After the date, there should be three blank lines, not one. So I'm going to enter, I'm going to enter. Now I have 1, 2, 3. 3 blank lines. 1, 2, 3. Now this letter looks pretty good. You want to separate the date from the inside address with 3 blank lines. Let's go look at the next example. Here's a letter somebody typed up. How does it look? Does it look right? Is this a proper letter? Did somebody pay attention when they were typing this letter? No. This letter looks terrible. Why? Because the poor lady doesn't have any room to sign her name. You only gave her one line to sign her name. She's supposed to sign her name right here. What, are you going to squeeze in her name? There's no room there. Enter, enter. There should be 3 blank lines. 1, 2, 3. 3 blank lines. 1, 2, 3. Now this letter looks much better. Let's look at another example of a letter. Let's see if this is a proper block style letter with open punctuation. How does this letter look? Does this letter look like it's correct? Is this a professional looking letter? No, this letter's terrible. After the salutation, there should be one blank line. So I'm going to get after the salutation right here. I'm going to press enter. There. Now I have 3 blank lines here. 1, 2, 3. After the complimentary close where the lady's going to sign her name, 1, 2, 3. Every place else is 1. This now looks just fine. Before and after the salutation, there should be one blank line. Let's go look at another example. Here's a block style letter that somebody typed up. How does it look? Do you think it looks pretty good? Let's look it over for a minute. Does this seem right? Is this a proper letter? No. This letter looks terrible. Let's look at this complimentary close. The complimentary close should be separated from the body. So here's the body of the letter, and now there should be a blank line above that complimentary close. So I'm going to get right here and I'm going to enter. Now it looks better. The body is separated, here's the body, is separated from the complimentary close, and it's separated by a blank line. Much better. Let's go look at another one. Here's another letter. How's it look? Is this a proper block style letter? Does this look right? No, this looks terrible. What happened to the letterhead at the top? If you don't have pre-printed letterhead, you have to type something of your own. Now, if you had pre-printed letterhead that's already in the printer, this would be just fine. You've left room so that if you have something already printed on the paper, you could print this letter on top of that paper and it will look just fine. But if you don't have pre-printed letterhead paper, then this is not very good. Let's go look at the next example. Here's a block style letter. How's it look? Does this look right? No, this looks terrible. How come somebody tabbed in all these paragraphs? A block style letter should be nice and straight like blocks. Didn't you play with blocks when you were a little kid? When you play with blocks, blocks are nice and square. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to backspace this one, and I'm going to get rid of this one right here, same way. And I'm going to get rid of this one so everything lines up nice and straight. There, now things are lined up nice and straight. That's a block style letter. That looks pretty good. Let's go look at the next example. How about this letter? Somebody might try to send this letter to me and they say, hey look, Mr. Lushenko, I'm all done. I typed a block style letter with open punctuation. How's it look? And I would say, it looks terrible. Open punctuation means there's no punctuation after the salutation, and there's no punctuation after the complimentary close. There. That's a block style letter with open punctuation. Let's go look at another example. Well, here's another letter. How's this letter look? Doesn't this letter look pretty good? No. This letter looks terrible. It's supposed to have a blank line between paragraphs, and the paragraphs should not be tabbed in. They should all line up nicely on the left. So I'm going to go like this, and I'm going to get this one to go on the edge as well. There. Now things are lined up nice and straight. This is much better. Let's go look at another one. Well, here's a block style letter. How do you like it? Does it look good? It looks great. Let's go down and look at the next one. How about this block style letter? How do you like this letter? Is this a good, proper letter? No. It looks terrible. What happened to the complimentary close? Wasn't there supposed to be a complimentary close down here? Sincerely? Maybe you can do something like that. It doesn't always have to say cordially yours. It doesn't have to say sincerely yours. How about that? Sincerely. That looks pretty good to me. Let's go down and look at the last one. Or maybe the next to last one. Let's go look. How about this block style letter? Does this letter look pretty good to you? Would you turn this in and say, hey, look, Mr. Lashenko, I'm done. Mine looks great. No, it doesn't look great. How come there's all this space after the salutation? There should only be one line. You have 3 lines. There's not supposed to be 3 blank lines here. 1, 2, 3. No, no, no. Delete, delete. There. What about this block style letter? Does this block style letter look good to you? Is this letter ready to go? Are you ready to mail it? No, it looks terrible. After the salutation, there should be how many blank lines? There should be 1 blank line. How come there's 2? That's terrible. Let's delete one. What about above it? Are there supposed to be 2 there? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2? No. There, I'll make it just 1. There, now you've learned something about a block style letter with open punctuation.